you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It's nice to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, the best that I can, honestly. Just trying to stay out of the mix and hopefully everything can calm down.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is your third season with the Aces, correct? What are you looking forward to in the upcoming season?
I would just have to say, just finally get into my groove. I think, rookie year, you're figuring it out. Your second year, you're still kind of learning. And now third year, you're really kind of getting into your groove and getting a feel of the league and kind of what people expect from you and things like that. So I'm just excited just to do.
Coming up next, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Up next, back in a moment. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now is the time of the season when a lot of rookies start to hit that rookie wall, but these young men have been spectacular all season long. They show no signs of slowing down. With that in mind, here are the top rookies who all have a chance at the Rookie of the Year. Look at Cool Hands. He's just not quite in the running at this point, and while he's had a pretty good season, it doesn't look like he'll be a contender.
And somehow the rigors of this group's first full NBA season still hasn't taken a toll. Their level of play has not dropped off at all.
The beauty of young legs, it's sort of remarkable because it's something unlike anything they've experienced before, this schedule.
A look at Virginia's opening lineup. T out there with B. Then there's J. Then it's Tiny. And it's T in at the 2. They've got the eraser. Doc is out there with Wiggins. And it's Smith. And it's Cool Hands in at the point. Here's Clark. Rebound by Smith. Here's the eraser to the left wing. As the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit in the air, just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Clock at 4. Clark for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here is Doc. He had 10 points in the win again. Passes to Cool Hands. Off target from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
B, the pass to T. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay. Here's
the eraser. And looking at his his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Clark. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. And so Clark nails both of them.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Smith, the pass to Dodd. They need this. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line, Smith. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Smith. Both good from the line that time. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to B. To the paint. And the rejection by Smith. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Virginia working the ball around. Here's Clark. 5 points in the game. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. T, the pass to Clark. Shot from 12, and the shot is good. Clark's got 7 points. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. And there's the pass to Cool Hands. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Passes it to Doc. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cool Hands. Offensive rebound. Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith. Smith hits them both. Here's Clark. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to B. Back to Clark. Shoots from 12. And the shot is wrong.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
The pass to Cool Hands. Cloak loose. Smith surveying the D. Pass to Cool Hands. On deep. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Cool Hands. On the money from 12 feet away.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 6 points for Cool Hands.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Clark, covered by Wiggins. No good from Clark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Where these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talked about their players staying on a string, helping the help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their bodies, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Here's what Virginia's going with right now. Big Cat is checked in for Jay. Smooth comes in for T. And it's Baller in for Clark. And it's a foul called on Doc. That's his first foul. B, the pass to Smooth. Here's Baller.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Pass to the receiver. Here's Cool Hands. 6 points for him. But they recover. Nice hit again. And it's good on the way.
Well, you have to people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
1:16 left here in the first quarter. B, the pass to D. Can they get it? No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Scott. Gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And that one is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You take a look at Virginia. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
6 to shoot. Here's Baller. It's tipped.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
23 seconds left to play here in the first. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Virginia trails by 9. There's the pass to Smooth. To the middle. Here's D. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And so it's the home team, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Here's Cool Hands. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineup. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, you've got Big Cat, G out there with B. Then there's Smooth. And it's Baller in at the 1.
At the line. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
and he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Smith with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the wing right side. Here's T. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Cool Hands. That one doesn't drop.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Yep, it counts. D's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Cool Hands. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Here's Smooth, covered by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Here's B. Scott pulls it in. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Cool Hands. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Cool Hands got 9.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Baller. Passes it to D. Here's Baller. Got it from 16 feet. Now, here is Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Cool Hands. Got a piece of it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And good that time.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Virginia. Jay's checked in for D. T comes in for B. And it's Clark in for Ball. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The eraser passes to Cool Hands. Floats one. No good at the rim.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The eraser passes to Cool Hands. Off target with his 3.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And that one's good. Wiggins
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Virginia trails by 3. Here's Clark. 7 points in the game. And there's the call on the eraser. That's his first foul. Here's Clark. Here's the 3.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight.
Down low. Wiggins passes to the eraser. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One stop.
Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career, and what you chose?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
Well, I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Big Cat.
And a chance to check out the stats for D. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. 8th in field goal percentage, 9th in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Pass to Clark. 5 on the clock. To end the run. Misses at the rim. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And that's 11 points for Cool Hands.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And the rejection by Smith.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been good.
And yes, it's good.
Great ball movement there.
Virginia trails by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clark. Wiggins with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. And the pass to D. There's the dish to Clark. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's D. Banked in off the glass. D's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Doc the pass to the eraser. Here is Doc. Here's Cool Hands. He's got 11. Sinks the triple.
I'm willing to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Well, the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's deflected. Here's Clark. He has 7. Can't hit that one.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Here's Cool Hands. He's got 14. This one for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the home team out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between the legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 1-on-1. Maintain position 1-on-1. Learn how to play basketball 1-on-1. Things like that.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Cool Hands really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Being at 50% in a decent groove. Doc is out there with Wiggins. And it's the eraser. And it's Smith. And it's Cool Hands in at the point guard. Now here's Wiggins. T right on him. Can't hit from in close.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And for the Cavaliers, we've got B. Clark is out there with T. Then it's D. And it's J. And at the 5, roaming the paint. Wiggins left side. Lock at 6. Here's Cool Hands. They grab their own miss. The shot's good from Smith.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Virginia trails by 17. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. D passes to Clark. Rebound by Smith. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Fires it up. Here's Doc. Good. Nice job down low. Doc's got his second basket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Waller, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Passes it to Clark. Pass to Ball. 5 to shoot. Virginia needs to get off a shot. Offline with his three. Gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the third quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. On Monday, and then on Wednesday.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Off the inbound pass.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
No good from Clark. To the wing on the left. Here's the eraser. He has 5. Dual hands. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dual hands got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Timeout called, Virginia. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took him to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
The machines checked in for Smith. Here's B. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good. Big Cat is checked in for D. Wiggins finds Smith. Now Scott. Hooked away. And now the Cavaliers. Pass break. They need this one. Good on the 3-point shot. Baller's got 5 points so far.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Smith scanning the floor. Wiggins drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The pass to B. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Cavaliers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Lights out checked in for Wiggins. Smith checked in for Virginia. Can't make the second free throw either. Listen both. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. That one, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Clark. 7 points in the game. Got a hand on it. Smith, left side. It's rebounded by Virginia. B's got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark, the pass to Ball. Right at the free throw line. Rebound by Smith.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
Here's Cool Hands. The good-looking shot from the wing. Cool Hands got 20 points. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Here's Clark. Passes it to Jay. Shoots it. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Pass to the machine. Here's Cool Hands. And the layup is good. Cool Hands got 8 here in the quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's B. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That right there is as good a screen as you will see, and no one rotates defensively to pick up the open man.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
T's checked in for Clark.
Line the lane. Line the lane. 1 shot.
And that one misses.
And all those missed opportunities at the line are starting to add up on them in this half. If they go on to lose this game, that'll be the first thing they point to.
Unloads. It's rebounded by Virginia.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Smooth passes the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. At the elbow, it's Wiggins. Left side, Scott. Pass to Smith. Puts it up. They get it back.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it on.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Huff, covered by Smith. Jay, the pass to T. Right on the bucket. T's got 8 points.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Smith on the wing. Fires from deep. Carries it from three-point range. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the home team rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Thunder. Red Autos out there with Thunder. Then it's the Prophet, and it's Smith in its center. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Thunder passes to Smith. Here's Hart. Feeds it to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
The pass to Jay. Here's Coleman. Passes to deep. Here's the kid, covered by Smith. Here's the kid, stolen. And they're moving it up. Good. Red Hot's got his first points of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Nixon, the pass to deep. Here's Coleman. Those teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues, with the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Here's Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line, Smith. At the line for 2.
First one, Colster. High Lights Out checked in for Red Hot. And Virginia also making a change. Big Cat is checked in for Jay. He's off on the second. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And that one misses. The Machines checked in for Smith. Good on the second free throw. Gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Lights Out. Inside. And easy 2 points on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Coleman. D passes to Coleman. 4 on the clock. Good on the 13-footer. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Pass to Hart. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Yes, that goes in. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Coleman, the pass to the kid. And the pass to Nixon for 3. Doesn't go that time. Gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Here's Thunder. Picked his pocket. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Hart.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Second chance shot. The shot comes out, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dwyer, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens. Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Passes it to Big Cat to stop the run. That shot off.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
At the line. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. James checked in for Virginia. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, it's all right. This is going to come out of the blue here. But if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin. And for me, it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Thunder. Here's Thunder. Offline from the top of the key. Here's Coleman. Now the pass to D. Here's Nixon. To end the drought. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thunder. Good on the shot.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.